The tragic story of Jennifer Grey before Dirty Dancing is released. Jennifer Grey became famous after her role as Baby in the cult dance classic Dirty Dancing. But, the release of the movie came at a terrible period in her life. The actress and dancer had just suffered an accident that killed 2 other people before she became famous. Despite the success of the film, she could not celebrate her new fame. A few years later, Jennifer Grey's career stalled as she went from being a famous actress to anonymous. Here's a look at her life before and after Dirty Dancing. Jennifer Grey was born to the renowned actor, singer, dancer, director, and photographer, Joel Grey, on March 26, 1960, in New York. She started taking dance lessons from an early age, and at the beginning of the 1980s, she landed her first small role. Grey attended the Dalton School, where she studied dance and acting and graduated in 1978. After her graduation, she enrolled at the neighborhood Playhouse School of the Theatre, where she trained to be an actress for 2 years. To support herself while waiting for roles, she had to work as a waitress. Grey made her commercial debut in an ad for Dr. Pepper while making her film debut in the 1984 movie Reckless. In the same year, she got a minor role in Francis Ford Coppola's The Cotton Club, starred in the war film Red Dawn, then starred in the 1985 sports drama American Flyers and in the 1986 comedy film Ferris Bueller's Day Off, with Matthew Broderick. But it was in 1987 that her professional career took a whole new turn. Grey landed the leading role of Frances Babyhouseman in the film Dirty Dancing alongside the young Patrick Swayze. The screenwriter Eleanor Bergstein wrote the script based on her childhood. The movie became a cult dance movie that gave us the most iconic lift, shot in one take, in cinema history. Once they did the take, Grey had no plans of recreating the lift. Thanks to this film, she acquired worldwide fame with a nomination for a Golden Globe for Best Actress for her role. Shortly before the film was released, she was involved in an accident with Matthew Broderick, her boyfriend at the time. The accident happened in Ireland and left Broderick with a broken leg while the 2 passengers in the other car were killed instantly. He was convicted for careless driving, and Grey suffered severe whiplash. Despite the success of Dirty Dancing, Grey's grief and survivor's guilt prevented her from enjoying the film's success. She did not follow the cast for their promotional tours. Her acting career stalled with time, and the whiplash she sustained from the accident left Grey with chronic pain for more than 20 years. The pain had also meant Grey couldn't do the things she loved as much as she would have loved. She had to give up dancing and only picked it up again in later years. The result of the nose job was such a disaster that no one, not even her close friends, recognized her anymore. The change in her appearance was a major one that even agents stopped calling her for movie roles. Grey went for a second nose job to correct the problem with the first one. It wasn't the look she wanted, and she called it the nose job from hell. Grey's private life. On July 21, 2001, Grey and Marvel's agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. star, Clark Gregg, married in a ceremony on Martha's Vineyard after dating for about a year. On December 3, 2001, the couple welcomed their daughter, Stella Francis, who has also become an actress. She has acted alongside her father in Trust Me and her mother in Who Do You Think You Are? Grey and Gregg announced on July 3, 2020, that they had separated in January 2020. After 19 years, Gregg had officially filed for divorce from Grey. Grey's career in recent years. Even though Grey had some setbacks, from March 1999 until January 2000, she starred in the sitcom It's Like, You Know. Grey starred as herself, and after 2 seasons, ABC cancelled the series. While playing herself, she decided to focus on saying the things people had said behind her back to make fun of the situations in her life. In 1995, she was a guest star on Friends and Fallen Angels. That same year, Gray starred in the romantic comedy Lover's Knot. In 1996, Gray was cast as an attorney in Portraits of a Killer, and in 1997, she starred in Red Meat. Gray starred alongside Ben Affleck and Gwyneth Paltrow in the 2000 movie Bounce. While still dealing with the pain she sustained from the accident in 1987, Gray was approached to do Dancing with the Stars multiple times, and each time she had refused. However, with the encouragement of friends, she agreed to go on the show and needed to get her physical done to prove that she was fit. Her doctors discovered that Gray had compressed her spinal cord, and she was one fall or one slip away from paralysis. Her doctor ordered 2 spinal surgeries, and during the surgeries, they found a lump in her thyroid. The benign lump was now cancerous, and had it not been discovered, she would have suffered thyroid cancer. Luckily, she didn't need chemotherapy or radiation, and they completely removed her thyroid. After her surgeries, the doctors placed a titanium plate in her neck, and she was finally ready to compete in Dancing with the Stars. In 2010, Gray joined the 11th season of the show and quickly became the season's favorite. Gray consistently had the highest individual score in most of the dance styles. She was at the top of the leaderboard more than any other contestant during the season. The night before the finale, Gray ruptured a disc in her spine but still ended up winning the show. At 61, the Dirty Dancing star who still looks good has learned not to be bothered about what people think of her, and she says she has no regrets about her past.